If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a lot of you that watch our videos, like our stuff. Please subscribe. Let's talk about what's around the ring. I believe
PFL is still putting on their 2025 World Tournament. This is the first round. So last week was still a first rounder. This week they'll be headlining with Talia Santos, who, if you remember, is a former UFC fighter. She fought Valentina and arguably beat her. She's fighting against Juliana Vasquez, who is was the flyweight Bellator champion. So good matchup there. Liz Carmouche is also on the card, still doing it, 41 years old. So shout out to her. Last week's fight night here.
Emmett versus Murphy was the main event. We also had Sabatini with a big victory in the co-main event. Any other fights you want to talk about before we get to main or co?
Not really. No, it wasn't the best card for sure, which we're getting used to, unfortunately, at this stage. But big cherry on top of that shit sandwich was this Pat Sabatini versus Joanderson Brito co-main event.
Yeah.
I mean, Pat really dominated with heavy top pressure, basically throwing one or two elbows around. He just held position for like 4 minutes of every round. Very impressive performance, but just not an entertaining fight, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'd like to see him fight Dan Ige maybe next. I think maybe Ige could make an exciting fight out of him. And
and obviously their schedules are going to line up because Ige's fighting on 314 here, so that would be a good.
We'll see how it goes. See how it goes this weekend.
Main event: Lerone Murphy. He showed he had the better game plan, similar to the Sabatini performance in that he did what he needed to do to get the victory while avoiding a lot of damage. So, it was striking though, so he is always in danger of getting caught with something, especially with Emmett. But he did a great job basically mixing up his shots, a lot of leg kicks, and using footwork to stay safe. And Josh just couldn't land on him, so he stays undefeated. He calls for a top 5, top 3 fight next. So, which I think he probably deserved.
Maybe the winner or loser, depending on how this thing goes, with Yair and Pitbull this weekend. I thought that could be, a fun fight too.
Yeah, that's an exciting matchup either way.